Greetings chat o slash. Hi Marty.
Alrighty, good and happy Saturday. Welcome to the Saturday morning cartoon. Marty here, and we're bringing you No Man's Sky. Fred Eric Schultz, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Let's see, what do we got going on here? We got company in town. Yeah, my wife's niece and her two younger children are in.
Doing fine.
Yeah,
So are you?
I'm tired. It's been a bit of a long week, so I'm going to try to go for at least a couple hours this morning, maybe 3 like usual, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So let's get to it. We're going to start off with a little greeting. How you doing? Wave, smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. All right. Let's get our... I wanted to show basically what happens when you get frigate missions going on. And in order to get frigate missions, you need these things here, the Fleet Command Station, right? Sometimes your first freighter will have one of these. Sometimes it won't. I'm thinking it probably will, but in any event, you can talk to your navigator up front there on the bridge, and he will allow you to send out frigate missions, or frigate expeditions, I guess they might call them. Double tap, welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? And when your frigate missions are complete, you can go ahead and debrief the commander or some sort of thing like that, and they will show you what they got on their mission. They'll get you some money, some units, right? They'll get you some goods. Old Explorer Ed, welcome in. Hope everything is well in and around the Big Smoke. So let's see. We got money and a few items brought in with this one. Let's go. You can have 5 expeditions happening at the same time. You need 5 of these command stations, right? So mine dump is because we have a living frigate right here. This was the longest expedition, 4,662 light years. This guy might bring us back something special. Let's see. They sometimes do. Every now and then they don't.
Just came back from a short walk. Super humid out.
Yeah, it's pretty sticky here too. It's going to be like that for a few days around here till it rains. I think on Tuesday. Might get a little more reasonable after that. Okay, so that's 2. This one was probably a shorter mission. It looks like a combat mission. I got a couple of combat vessels going on here. Yeah, so focus combat, 960 light years. Pretty short mission. They'll probably just bring us back a few goods and a little bit of money. Another short exploration mission. There's a couple of exploration frigates there. Gravitino units, sac venom, and yeah. So nothing really special brought back on our frigate expeditions this morning. You do, there is a chance that your expeditions will bring back something really nice like salvage frigate modules that you can use to buy stuff for your freighter. So what I'm talking about is these things here, right? These are the things that improve your freighter. There's also these things here. These are the freighter components that you can actually install in your freighter, the freighter rooms and stairs and all that stuff. So basically, pardon me, basically all these rooms here, the teleportation unit, the galactic trade terminal, these things here, this thing here, the planetary probe, which basically allows you to scan all the planets in the system at once. And yeah, everything else you see in this freighter, except for these are legacy hallways. I have them because this is an old playthrough, and these are the hallways in question right here. Excuse me, the hallways and the rooms that kind of go with the legacy freighter. I don't know why, but this thing is blocking. Oh, what is going on in here? That's weird. Okay, well. And of course, you do have a series of missions whereby you hire an overseer, you hire a weapons guy, and an exocraft guy, and a scientist, and so on. You can put them in your freighter as well. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I'm going to leave that alone for now. So we also have some refiners in our freighter. So that's what you can get with your salvage frigate modules. You can also, they may also bring back some bulkheads, which will allow you to add storage to your freighter. So basically that means this stuff up here, the core, the cargo, and the technology area storage. There's a salvage frigate module. I'm not sure this these missions brought that back, but anyway, regardless, it's a possibility. It's a good way to get them, actually. So here's our navigator. And good morning, Jake. How are you?
Morning.
How is everything today? Yeah, so here you go. You got 5 different missions that you can send out at a time. You need 5 of those. Not too bad.
Not
Good.
too bad. You.
Tired this morning. it's been a week. So okay, wifey and her niece and kids are going to the beach this afternoon. Just gonna answer her question here. Excuse me for just one moment. Okay. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to pick the longest one. So in this case, it's the balanced expedition. And you need to select what ships you send on your mission. So the way you get your ships is you need to pretty much buy them, unless you have a few that are like expedition rewards or something like that. I have a few expedition rewards, and in fact, the longest expedition I like to send my organic vessel on, because it has a good chance of bringing back goodies for a living ship. And in fact, I may kick off that living ship mission this morning. We got lots of Quicksilver. We're going to go in and pick up the component that we need to kick off the living ship series of missions, and we'll explore that once we finish the weekend mission from the Nexus. So yeah, so we got an organic vessel assigned to the mission.
Rolled 9.
Um,
Explorer OE lost 50,000 beaver
oh
tails and now
no!
has
Up to your old
7.3
tricks, Ed.
2100
Nasty.
beaver tails.
Text the infidel. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Check out
Did I get raided?
at
Kat Katrin often raids us in the morning and Saturday morning when she's done her stream. She's probably not done her stream though. She's having a lot of fun over there this morning on No Man's Sky. So okay, so it's a balanced expedition. So we're going to send a few more vessels out, and you'll notice that not all the ships I have are S-class. Usually, you can sometimes buy an X-class frigate in the wild, but they're a lot more expensive. You can find A and B, but usually C-class. So what we got going on here is we have two C-class vessels, two frigates left that are C-class. I'm going to send the trade vessel out to see if I can get it ranked up to B, because these frigates will rank themselves up as you send them out on missions. So we'll send out the trade and a B-class industrial. Let's just see how our fleet rating stacks pretty good here. We got a 5-star rating now. Now, you see down here the fuel required, 250 tons. There's a possibility if you send out a support vessel, such as this fuel bunker, there's a possibility you'll use less fuel during your frigate mission. So let's try that. Let's see if we can get down to less than, no. Okay. So you know what? I'm not going to send that ship out if it's not going to help reduce the fuel consumption. Let's see if this one will do it. Nope, that one didn't do it either. Okay, so let's skip that. And we do not have any S-class. Oh yes, we do. We do have an S-class support vessel right here. Does that work? No. Okay, so let's skip the support vessel this time and send the expedition out just like that. This one should be just fine. We'll move on to the next longest mission, which is a combat patrol, 3,500 plus light years. We're going to send out, let's see, we're going to send out our C-class and our B-class vessels. And wow, the fleet rating is already 5-star, which greatly exceeds the difficulty rating. We will send it out just like that. And hopefully one or both of these vessels will have ranked up when they get back. 1,500 light-year voyage of discovery. Let's keep going. I'm going to send out a fuel bunker support vessel. Going to send out an exploration vessel. That will probably do it.
Be back in a bit, going to pop into the shower.
Too much information. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Ed. Thanks for coming in. Fuel tons 50. Fuel required 50 tons. 3-star rating versus 2-star difficulty. We'll send that out. 1,482 light-year voyage of discovery. Same drill, right? Support vessel. Exploration vessel. Same result, 50 tons, 3 to 2. So
good morning, sir. Smack that like button all.
Jesse Kelly, Gunboat, welcome in, welcome in.
https://www.youtube.com/@gunboatwilly8536 for some awesome content.
Check out Willie. Yes, check out Gunboat. Please do. Combat Patrol. 1-star rating, 952 light years. That's our last mission. So let's see. There's some trade vessels there. There's a combat vessel. Let's send out 2 combat vessels. Yeah, see, we're doing okay there. So what happens if your fleet rating does not at least match your difficulty rating? There's a chance that one of your ships will come back damaged. In fact, you should probably make sure your fleet rating exceeds your difficulty rating. So more stars down here than up here, in order to prevent that from happening. It happens. There's a really good chance, actually, that will happen. So, yeah, there's our missions out. Oh, I guess, just take a peek in at the... yeah, see now, all these command stations, they all have the blue holograph inside, right? When the mission is complete and the ships return, those holograms will turn green, and you can complete the mission then. Debrief the commander or whatever it is you need to do. I'm thinking I'm going to pick a different ship here this morning. Let's go with this guy. This is my yellow tiger squid exotic. I think he's doing okay. Oh, goodness me, yeah. Plenty good. All kinds of goodies on that one. Okay, let's go up and let's get out and call the anomaly. We'll just move over this way a little bit. Call in the anomaly. So if anybody has any questions in chat there, I'll try to answer them as best I can. I'm not an expert, but been playing this game for a bit now, so I know a thing or two. Right? I might be able to answer your questions. Community research milestone tier 1 complete. Now what they're talking about there is this thing. I don't know what this is about. Space anomaly is accumulating research data from travelers across multiple realities, further universe, blah, 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 blah. Additional collectible may be synthesized with Quicksilver. Data and Polo seek dedicated travelers to assist with their research in space. Summon the anomaly from the quick menu. Sign up for missions at the Nexus. So that's what we're doing this morning. We're doing the weekend Nexus mission, which is right over here. Once you summon that, you'll see what the weekend mission is. So here's a pretty decent reward right here, the Walker Brain. If you have, if you want, I should say, if you want this thing, the conflict scanner, in your ship, you're going to need a Walker Brain. So yeah, there's a chance to get your Walker Brain right there. Now, I'm not sure how this works in terms of who sees what. So if somebody is looking at the weekend Nexus mission at the very same time as me, I don't know if this is what they see. I know that these things will cycle through occasionally. I'm not sure what the timing is on that, 5 minutes or something, but these things will change. The rewards do change every few, so many minutes. For our weekend mission, this is the weekend event up here. There's 42 hours and 45 minutes left, so I think at Monday at noon Eastern time, North America is your, or noon, probably Monday at noon your local time. I'm not exactly sure about that, because of course I only work in one time zone, or work. I only play in one time zone. Anybody in chat can refresh my memory on that or enlighten us. Salvage data. I think it goes off at the same time for everybody, but I can't vouch for that. I can't confirm that. Suspicion. Pardon me. So our reward will be salvage data. We don't need any salvage data, but we do want to make. We do want to do. We do want to perform the mission. Construct an outpost. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Cooperative group travelers fly to a specific planet there, build their own niche in the stars. So we're going to build a base somewhere. The space anomaly will flick us out into a different star system. 500,000 units almost, and salvage data times 4. So let's do that. And then when we get back, we will we'll see if we can get that egg or whatever it is that you need to kick off the living ship missions, because I'm pretty sure in this playthrough I do not have a living ship. Okay. And you notice the timer on the bottom right there. That timer kicks off when you actually select the mission. And if you don't leave the anomaly in within a minute and a half, the mission will abort. You'll have to start over. You'll have to select it again. Okay. See, the anomaly flicked us into a different location. There's already a number of bases here. A number of people have completed the mission. So let's see. This is the planet that's been selected for our base. And of course here we have a full 5 planets and 1 moon. So six orbs in this star system. That is the maximum. This one looks good from here, but no, I did not check the specifications, so I don't know what. Well, okay, we have a manufacturing facility right here. Okay, this is a Korvax system. It's got a level 2 conflict. Satisfactory, probably a B class economy. I'm not going to put my base down there. I'm going to see if I can find something interesting to put my base next to, like a sentinel pillar. Something like that. Let's see if we can do that, because that's always fun, right? I suspect somebody has already found one and placed their base next to it, but if we find one, we'll certainly do that. It's always fun to put your base down next to a sentinel pillar or a minor settlement, which is what this is. The minor settlement is the only small building like this that has a landing pad. There are a couple of larger structures that have landing pads, but this is the only small building with a landing pad. There are some that have landing zones. Very large bat-like creatures on this planet. There are some that have landing zones. The oh, it's hot here. I see. This is not a temperate planet. This is a hot planet. As you can tell, the ground is on fire. So, yeah, clear indication, right? We have some creatures going on. So, oh, there's a building over there too. Right down. Is that another creature? It is. There we go. What's that building over there? That is a building. Oh, it's a holographic comms tower. See that right there? It's a holographic comms tower. That type of building does serve a purpose in one of the series of missions. Specifically, the Artemis missions. She's a character that has been stranded in the space between spaces, and she needs your help. So yeah, that mission series is a fun series too. One of the numerous mission series in the game. Oh, what's going on here? I can get that stuff right through this. This is new, I think. This looks like glass. Oh, you can get the navigation data right through the glass here. Cool. They do have a galactic trade terminal in minor settlements, so you can buy or sell if you have stuff to sell. Hey, fill your boots, right? That's what's in my exosuit. Recycled circuitry. Lots of bones. I picked up bones. That's for my my settlement on Pete's planet. Let's get rid of the geodesite. We got some glass for building. Panels with glass in them. Okay. Oh, Starship AI valves. We've scrapped a ship recently. That's where you get all this stuff. So when you scrap a ship that you find, if it's a crashed ship, if you scrap it, you will get goods in lieu of the value of the ship, which you must then sell to get that money, if you will. So there, in a minor settlement, you'll also have a technology merchant, which can offer you up some blueprints. This first one here, not this one, where is it? Yeah, this one, the coolant network. This is dependent on the planet you're on. Whatever hazard is native to the planet, the merchant will have a technology that will mitigate that that hazard. In this case, this is a hot planet, so he's offering up the coolant network. Now, I already have that, so I don't need to buy his. He obviously has a number of other. He has 9 total technologies that he's offering, and they're all useful. So plan to buy these. He also has some components, and these vary, but mostly you'll get one or more wiring looms, microprocessors, and so on and so forth. They do vary, so don't count on any particular component being available at a minor settlement. Okay, so this is what we'll do. We'll try to figure out where we can build our base. Now there's water down there. There's water over there. I think I'm going to build my base computer down by the water. Is that a beach? Yeah, maybe not. Looks like a green beach. Okay, let's see if we can build our base down by the beach. So you don't necessarily have to go all the way down because you have a 300-meter radius around your base computer. What I'd probably like to do is not build too close to this minor settlement. I wonder how far the beach actually is. Is it a beach? You'd be hard pressed to call that a beach, wouldn't you? How far are we?
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Okay, we got an incoming storm. So you know what I'm going to do?
Protection falling.
I'm going to boost up my thermal protection because we're going to need that.
Technology recharge.
Okay, we're going to need that. You see what that did? Those two round orange-yellow boxes. The boxes with the orange and the orange circles in them. Filled those up. Those will deplete over time. You see the second one is starting to drop. So what do we got here? 350, eh? So if we go...
Happy Saturday, Marty. Check out
Rob.
over at https
Welcome to the stream, Rob.
www.youtube.com/sgt_rp games for awesome content.
So if I put my base computer down here, I will be able to build a few things up by the settlement, and I'll also be able to reach the beach. So let's do that. Let's put our base computer right here. You see there's a 300 unit or meter radius around your base computer in which you can build. So we're good to build here. Let's put our base computer down here. And let's go ahead and claim the base. The quicker we can do this, the better off we'll be, because the storm is just really eating away at our hazard protection here. And okay, I don't like that name, so I'm going to call this Marty's. Oh, do I not get a yes I do. Marty's Beach Resort. Okay, now the
Please slap the like button for
alloy floor plan. Okay, so basically the mission will tell you what you need to build. When you're building your own base, you don't need to, you know, you're not going to be told what to build. But when you're doing a weekend anomaly mission and it's a base build mission, it will tell you what you need to build. In this case, we need to build 6 of these. So let's see.
Weather update.
1, 2,
Storm clearing.
3, 4, 5. Come on. 6. Okay. 6 of those. Alloy wall. We need 9 walls. So that would be these guys. 2, 3, 4. Wondering if I should put a stairs there. No, I think I'm just going to build a wall there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's put that one there. Let's put a door here because I think they're going to ask to put a door, right? Alloy door. Okay. So it's even got one selected for us. Let's go ahead and build that. Alloy roof. So 6 roofs. So they obviously knew that we were going to build a 2x3 structure. So we obviously need alloy roof, which is over here somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get up. Thank you. Oh, I'm missing ferrite dust. Wow, I ran out of ferrite dust. Alrighty. Well, that's the lack of preparation by Marty. Ferrite dust. This is ferrite dust right here. Some of the rocks on the planet will have ferrite dust, so do scan around. These are probably pure ferrite here. Yeah, okay, so the smaller ones normally have ferrite dust. We'll go ahead and harvest a few of those. Hopefully our sentinel presence isn't too nasty. Alright, let's build the rest of our roof here. There and there. And then we need to build what? Let's get back to build infrastructure, floor panels. Build infrastructure, construct alloy floor panels, 6 out of 12. What? More floors? Okay. Let's go up here and do that. Let's go up here. Up by the minor settlement we just found. And perhaps build the rest of our
Units received.
maybe we can build the rest of our base up here by the minor settlement. So the idea is that's going to be the beach house down there, and this up here will be,
Units received.
that's pure ferrite. This will be our gift shop. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Any, not any. It says construct alloy floor. Six more alloy floors. Let's just build these here. Now, one of the bonuses of this settlement, of course, is we have a landing pad right over there. Okay, so 6 more alloy floors. Now, you do have a build camera in this game. B on the keyboard if you're on a PC. Allows you to get a bird's eye view of your build. Okay, what else? We need framed glass panel 6. Oh, that's another floor. So you know what I'm going to do? Actually, I should have built this down by the water, so the glass, so you could look down to the water on the glass. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do, and I'll come back later and flick this, change this around a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a wall right here, and I'm going to put the glass panels off that wall, so the second floor will be glass. What else do we need to build? Come on. Switch it up for me. Thank you. Alloy ramp. Construct 4 alloy ramps and more alloy walls. Okay. Alloy ramps. Let's see. What are we looking for? Oh, it's stairs. 4 stairs? Really? That many? 1, 2. Let's go into our build camera. 3. Not gonna let me put one here. Oh, I need pure ferrite. Okay, I'm out of pure ferrite. So there's some pure ferrite right here. Let's collect some of that. This is the danger that you can get into. This is some of the problems that you can have when you're doing a base building mission from the Nexus. Sometimes you'll run out of stuff. But the worst thing is sometimes some of that stuff is going to be hard to find. Majestic, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so alloy walls, eh? 11 more alloy walls. It's just the plain alloy walls it's looking for me to build. Oh. 2. 3. I'm out of ferrite dust again. And there we go, right? Just talking about running out of materials. So you're going to need a lot of ferrite dust for this mission. A lot. A large amount of ferrite dust. What is that? So do collect your ferrite dust before you attempt the weekend mission this week. These large structures here are plants. They will not have ferrite dust. How much ferrite dust do I have now? 130, eh? How much do I need for a wall? 25. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. I don't think I'm finished building after this either, so I'm probably going to need more. Weapon charge depleted. Let's recharge our weapon, our mining tool. There. Okay. Okay, let's build 7 more walls. That is not a wall. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Construct a flag. Construct a flag. Where's our flags? There's one. So the flags are freestanding. You can put them anywhere, including right on the edge of your wall, like that. 3 flags. Okay, well, let's put another one over here then. And let's put another one. Let's put a different one right over here on this thing. Now this thing appears to be spinning, but the flag, of course, will not spin. Why? Oh, it's telling me what flag to put down. Well, that's nice. That's not very nice. Now we can put one over here. Green wall screens. Green wall screens. I think there's a blue, an orange, and a green one. So green wall screens. Let's go ahead and get in here. And put our wall screens up here. You can flip these around if you want. Just like that. How many? 3? So 1, 2. Let's just put the third one here. Ceiling light. 1 ceiling light. So that is back here. And it should be right here. Now, yeah, you see. You can put that on the floor, you can put that on a wall, you can put that on the ceiling. Let's just, for shits and giggles, put ours on the ceiling. Right here's good. Okay. What else do we need? Upload the base report using Space Anomalies Archives. Upload data from the base computer. Wow, the ground's on fire. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, so that's it. That's all you need to do. So, as I mentioned, here's our base computer over here. Okay. Fortunately, you do have an icon that will lead you to your base computer. Upload base. So there is a menu item to do that. Upload the base. That's it. Marty's Beach Resort is done and dusted. Now we go back to the Space Anomaly and collect our reward. How did I end up in here? Oh, the door. Of course. How else? How else indeed. A lot of creatures on this planet, so you can stick around and get your 3,500 nanite bonus. If you're in short of nanites, it's a good way to get it. It's actually my favorite way to get nanites, is to scan all the creatures on a planet. It might take you, might take you a bit of time, but definitely worth the nanites. 250 per creature. So yeah, return to the Nexus. What we're going to do now. I don't know why our ship didn't come down in the middle of the landing pad here. I would have thought that the little feet here would have been right in the middle of the pad. Anyway, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. Grab Civ 6 when Epic was giving it away. Yeah, me too. I think I might have already had that. Age of Empires, Warcraft, Sims. I thought I had Civ 6 back there too, but I don't know. That's a turn-based game. Pretty sure, right? Gunboat? Yeah, if you have the Epic launcher, once a week you'll be offered a free game or two, actually, I believe. If you have Amazon Prime Gaming, you will be. It's Platinum Edition, yeah. If you have Amazon Prime, you will also be offered free games through Twitch. Come on, Marty. So yeah, there are opportunities to get free games. There are some on Steam as well, occasionally. Steam offers pretty good discounts on some games too, but those are usually, I think, they're developer incentives. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure that's developer incentives. There's probably all developer incentives, but nevertheless, there are ways to pick up free or inexpensive games. Most of mine are done that way because I'm cheap, I'm retired, and I'm on a fixed pension. I did buy a couple of games full price recently in the last year or so. No regrets. I have fun playing, so hey.
I have gotten 120 free games from GOG alone.
Yeah, there you go, right? You have more games than you have time to play them, right? So when you get back to the Nexus, you can complete the mission. It will give you your 1800 Quicksilver, your other rewards, your units, and your salvage data in this case. And yeah. So with some of those Quicksilver, we're going to go over here. This is the Quicksilver dealer just to the right of the Nexus. This is what you can do with your Quicksilver, right? Create exotics from Quicksilver. Create exotic items from Quicksilver. So there's a large amount of things you can buy. Oh, tell me, is there an expedition going on? Because some of this looks like expedition stuff. Peeping fauna banner. I'm gonna buy some of this stuff just for
Collectible received.
shits and giggles. Here.
Collectible received.
Some plants. We already own all that stuff. This is fireworks. These are consumables. So fireworks, you can actually launch fireworks in this game. I do have some somewhere. Probably on my freighter. Jetpack trails, yeah. Capes. You can get capes, different types of capes for your character. And you can equip those at the modifier there, the character modifier. Character modifiers are, there's one here in the space anomaly. You can also put one on your freighter as a room, or on a base, a planetary base, as a construction item. So I'm looking for something specific here. Titles that you can give your character. Traveler entity, traveler friend entity, blah blah blah. More trails. Backpack, skins. There it is, the void egg. So this thing will help you find a living ship. What we're going to do is we're going to put that in our starship, and then we're going to head out into space and do the first leg of that mission. Just for those, it's 3,200 quicksilver for that item, so it's not cheap. It'll take you more than one weekend mission to accumulate 3,200. It's 1,800 for the weekend mission, and I believe, what is it, 400 for the dailies? Yeah, 400 quicksilver. There's one daily at a time. That's the bronze one here. The green one is the weekend mission. It's 1,800 quicksilver is the reward for that. For the daily here, you can do one of these every day, and it's 400. So to take you, 4 days or something like that to get enough. This is actually a pretty good one. Frigate fuel, 200 tons. That's the reward for this daily, and all you got to go do is go to the planet, the designated planet, and feed a bunch of creatures to tame them. Salvage frigate module. Here's a different way to get your salvage frigate modules. Again, a very good way to do it. Depending on the mission, of course. Here's to kill 53 monstrosities. Here's another really good reward, the carrier AI fragment. This will allow you to find a crashed interceptor, sentinel interceptor, on a dissonant planet. So you got some really good mission rewards right here. Now I don't need any of these, so I'm going to pass on those, but just to show you that you can sometimes find some really good rewards at the Nexus right here. Now, here's a living ship right here, but this is a special living ship. This was a reward for a recent expedition. Yeah, so this is the Wraith. This is a special living ship that was rewarded for a recent expedition. If you did not manage to do the expedition, if it ran this year, you may have a chance to do it at the end of the year as a redux, which No Man's Sky has been offering up pretty much every year since the get-go. The expeditions that ran throughout the year will be available as a redux or a redo, if you will, sometime in December or late November. So look out for that if you don't have this ship. And the mission ran sometime this year. So what we're going to do is, again, we're going to equip our void egg right here onto our starship, and that will allow us to kick off the Living Ship mission series. This is how you do it. Put your void egg in your starship somewhere, and then we're going to get zapped back to our original system here. That's all good. That's normally what happens. The space anomaly carries you off to another star system to do the mission, and then it brings you back. So, yeah, this is the star system where we have our base, one of our bases, I do believe. Yeah, right over there. So what is that? Oh, lush dissonant sentinel pillar. Wow. That's kind of cool. Let's go there first. So I found a dissonant system, which means possibility of finding sentinel interceptors on the dissonant planet, which this is where we're headed actually. You see dissonance detected on the bottom of the panel here, the planet description panel. There, it's coming into view there now. Dissonance detected. That means that there are dissonant sentinels on this planet, and pretty likely to find an interceptor here. Now I believe I did store some of my ships last time, so I may have space to I may actually have space to collect another interceptor here, but I'm gonna not do that this morning. Here's the sentinel pillar. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hover right here, and I'm going to put the sun up there, and this is what the sentinel pillar looks like. Now I've already destroyed the power generation for the pillar, which are these three things around the edge. This is the pillar here, and there is a terminal down there. If you access the terminal, it'll give you the option of disabling the sentinels on the planet. And they will be disabled for as long as you are, I think, as long as you're in the system, or as long as you don't reload.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
And what's interesting about this planet is it has these anti-gravity storms. So you see, there's a sentinel right there. Okay, he's guarding the pillar. There's probably another one or two around. Yeah, there's one over there, and there's one right there. These guys are kind of guarding the pillar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable those sentinels, because they were re-enabled when I logged in this morning. Like I said, if you quit the game, the sentinels will be re-enabled the next time you come in. So every time you come in, you have to disable the sentinels. Like this. Shut down sentinel forces. It's as easy as that. Now every sentinel on the planet will now be disabled. It also has this. This is random. So the multi-tool that you find in the sentinel pillar will be random. You have a chance of getting a royal multi-tool, which is kind of exotic. Now, the thing about disabling the sentinels, this is what happens to them. They blow themselves up, and you can collect the combat supplies. There's one over here. You can grab those or shoot them, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, so here's a building that I built next to the pillar here last time. Nothing really spectacular just yet. Just a couple of floors and some stairs. I have this thing here. I think it's called a gazebo. Let me just check that. I think it's called a gazebo. It's a roof part. So this is it here. Yep, salvage gazebo roof. And the weird thing is you can't go inside. You can't go inside your gazebo. That's okay. That's fine. So that's it. Sentinel pillar. That's what, if you find a planet with a sentinel pillar, I would recommend you put a base down. Not necessarily close to it like this, because others may not be able to access some of the stuff here. So build it 300 units away, just so you can go back to your pillar and disable the sentinels if you want. So this is a dissonant planet. So I'm all for coming back here and disabling the sentinels, because the sentinels guard your dissonant your dissonance. These things here. Where is it? Where is it? Can I see it? Yeah, I think it's dissonance resonator. Oh, see, there's a resonator right in there somewhere, and that little green barrel. There it is.
Everything you're doing so that we can understand how it all works.
Yeah, you know,
Through this game years ago and never really caught on to all the steps.
there's a lot going on in this game. Here's another dissonance resonator right here. If you shoot those and you see all the green barrels, that was the sentinels that were guarding it. Yeah, so if you shoot the this guy here, well, let's go down and do that since we're here. Now, because we disabled the sentinels, we don't have any fear of them attacking us, right? Okay, this is not a pirate system, but again, like I said, because we've disabled the sentinels, we should be able to destroy this guy without being attacked. So this guy, you see, he rendered us an inverted mirror. There's also a chance that he will give you one of these things, an echolocator. So the echolocator will help you find a dissonance, a sentinel camp, a dissonant sentinel camp, where you can access a terminal that will help you find. Let's just quickly go through the motions here. So let's activate that.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Yep, navigational data that will lead us to a camp. Harmonic echo detected. We'll just quickly go through this, and then we'll kick off our living ship mission, and I'll try to explain the best I can what's involved in that. So there's our pillar. Sentinels are disabled. Now, as you fly close to guarded facilities, the sentinels will give themselves up, just like they did back there. And occasionally a message will pop up on your screen saying, "You've destroyed X number of sentinels." And that's just because you're flying close to the location, and they're just popping themselves off, right? So our harmonic echo is 20 seconds away. That's not too far. It's not really worth getting out into space and pulsing back down in this case, because it's less than a minute away, so we're good. Now, here's a transmission tower. If you access the terminal in the transmission tower, it might lead you to a crashed starship. If you're looking to salvage ships or find a crashed starship, it's a good way to do it. You can also do that with maps, or you can actually just come across them in the wild occasionally. They're very random, so it's hard to say. The terminal is at the back in the middle here. So once you access the terminal, you need to figure out the keys to unlock it. You need to scan the memory registers. Very simple math puzzles. 11, 1, and 6. So 11, 1, and 6, we will need to plug that in here. 11, 1, 6. That unlocks this terminal. You can then unlock the multi-tool seal or deactivate it. There's a multi-tool to our left, and it also gives you a location for a crashed interceptor, which is this thing. Locate dissonance spikes. That's the location of a crashed interceptor somewhere on the planet. Dissonance spike detected. We're going to go visit that in a moment. I just noticed something else on this terminal. This one also gives you the opportunity to exchange void motes. So if you've done the autophage series of missions, you will have gathered some void motes. That's these things up here. This is a different kind of currency that you can use specifically for this, and your motes allow you to buy different things that you can use to equip your character, or items that you can use to create another another one of these, another multi-tool. So this one in particular is an alien multi-tool that I'm using for a weapon. So it allows you to buy that, and then once you've got your 3 pieces for your multi-tool, you can assemble it using this menu item. Now I don't have any, but as you can see, there's a number of different things that you can use and buy and collect to assemble another staff multi-tool. Here's the multi-tool box that we unlocked earlier. You can get anything from C, B, A, and S class multi-tool in this box. It's usually going to be a C, but whatever. You can choose. You can take it or not. In my case, I already have a number of multi-tools. I don't have any room for this one, and I don't really want it anyway. So I'm just going to leave it there. And now we're going to make our way over to the crashed interceptor, which was designated by this icon. Dissonance spike coordinates. Now this one is 15 minutes away. This one is worth going up out of the atmosphere and then pulsing back down, because that 15 minutes you can turn into pretty much less than a minute. And this will actually be the crashed interceptor. Now I don't know if I have room. I'm just going to check before I actually grab this ship. If I don't have room for it, I'm just going to leave it on the ground. This ship is actually quite a sleek interceptor.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
There are some big interceptors. This is a B class, only worth 40 million, but 40 million is a tidy sum. If you're looking for money, this is a really good way to get some money. Now, 40 million, I'm just going to check and see if I got any room. So I do that by going into my ship inventory here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the one I have. So I think I do have room for another ship, so I'm going to try to grab this one. So you need to take some of this stuff and then activate, where is it? This thing. Okay, I'm missing something. I'm missing 2 of these. You need 3 of these radiant shards to be able to activate that brain part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect those. I'm going to collect 2 more. Now this one is living fragments, so it's not a radiant shard. We're going to have to look elsewhere for our other... It should tell you, actually. Right now. Did I I get enough? I got 2, but you need 3. So, is this going to work? No. You need 1 of these, and I believe you need some Atlantidium, and you need 3 of these. Okay, let's see if we can find another one. Yeah, there's some there. We'll grab that from afar. Okay, I don't want to hit that animal, so I'm going to wait till it moves on. Get out of the way. Okay, let's see if that works. Why is that not working? Maybe I already have a brain that I can use for this thing. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like I do, because it's telling me 3 radiant shards, an inverted mirror, and a harmonic brain. So if you don't have the harmonic brain already, somehow I already have one, you'll be offered up one of these things, a highline brain, and you have to activate that. You have to probe the subconscious. See how the panel there shows E, probe the subconscious. You have to do that. It'll direct you to, it'll direct you to a monolith where you can fix the highline brain and turn it into the other brain, which I just used. Sorry, I wanted to hover over that and show you what I was talking about. Now, if you have room in your inventory for a ship, it'll give you the option to claim the ship you're looking at, and that's what we're going to do here. So we just claimed this ship. It's now ours. We can fly away. The thing about the crashed interceptors is there's nothing broken on them. They're perfectly good ships, right? They're flight worthy. Everything is perfectly in good shape. So you can actually just take off with the ship if you want. And yeah, make it your ship if you want.
Someone sent me here on a raid the other day.
Sloshy whale. That might have been Solir. That could have been Delta. That could have been a number of people. Jason, maybe. I don't know. I get raided by a number of people occasionally. Very, very nice. Thanks for coming in, Sloshy Whale, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody in chat. Really appreciate your spending your precious Saturday morning time or Saturday afternoon time with me. That's awesome. Do hit that like button. Might help expose this stream to more people, which would again be awesome. Subscribe if you're not. It's free, and maybe at some point, if you hit the notification button, you'll see something that you might enjoy. It's possible. It's possible. So there's our crashed interceptor. We just picked up a brand new crashed interceptor. And there it is, right there. If anybody wants the glyphs for this planet, wait now. No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. There are the glyphs on the bottom left of the screen. You can use those in a portal, and they will bring you to, if not this planet, then this star system for sure. And you can come down here and collect your own interceptor, which will, I don't know if it'll be the same as that one or not. It might be specific to your character, like in terms of the configuration of the interceptor. But there's the glyphs. If you want to do a screenshot of that or whatever on your phone or on your computer or wherever it is you're watching, feel free to do so. Come and build on this planet if you want. Entirely up to you. Okay, we're being scanned by the system authorities, and banned goods detected. Okay, so I don't know what the banned goods are. I'm just going to surrender my banned goods because I don't really care to be fighting a bunch of interceptors at this point. It's all good. We're not short of money or anything, so it's not like we absolutely need our banned goods. Okay, so the Living Ship series of missions. Here's how you kick it off. I said earlier, your void egg goes into your starship. You use your pulse engine in space, and at some
Sorry,
point,
disappointed face. Check out Katrian over at
yeah, fun though.
https://www.youtube.com/.
Sorry, what are you sorry about?
for awesome content.
Okay,
We had fun though.
so here's the living ship right in front of us. Here's how you start the mission. Okay, he's going to get in front of you and he's going to hail you. So you talk to the living ship. Wrong chat. All good, Katrin. Thanks for coming in. Not sure if there was a raid there, but if so, thank you. If not, well, it's all good. Katrin often raids us in the morning. She starts a very early Friday, Saturday, and Sunday stream. Do check her out. It's a very chill, fun stream. So, yeah. So here's the living ship. This is not our living ship. This is another one, right? So we're gonna chat with this guy. We hear you, traveler. We are connected. Your body is of ours. The craft is like none I've ever seen before. It looks alive. Indeed it is. That's why they call it the living ship, right? It broadcasts pure music, and yet I understand the melody-making words in my mind. The void egg I acquired from the space anomaly begins to resonate in response. Continue to listen. Tones that previously formed words now shift in form, modulating their music into readable navigation data. Coordinates have been registered to my starship systems. Okay, so we have to go to the coordinates. Okay, they're in another star system, I guess. Yeah, there they are. Okay, so you see there's our destination there. So we're going to go there. Looks like a purple star system. I don't know if it's got a large planet or not. Okay, first contact. All right. Let's get rid of that message. No. So if this was a regular purple star system, you'd probably see an extremely large planet. Surrounded by a bunch of moons. This is what we're looking for over here. This is our symbol. Void egg frequency coordinates. We are in a blue star system, actually, not a purple star, as noted by the indium resource on this planet. This is a frozen planet. You can tell by the dioxide, which is another resource on the planet. Void egg is bringing us here. So this is an approximate location. This is one thing about the living ship series of missions that I'm not really all that fussy about, but basically you got to find what it is you're looking for.
Incoming storm.
Land to begin your search. So let's land. And our scanner will show us which way to go. 1100 units that way. Sorry. That way. 1156 units, 1100-ish units that way, which is kind of southwest. I'm not gonna... In a storm, if it wasn't stormy, I might try to make my way over. But in a storm, it's hard to see. It's dangerous. There are all kinds of hazards here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly slowly to see what it is I'm looking for. Now, I haven't done this mission in a number of, well, years, in fact, probably one or more years. So I'm not exactly sure what it is I'm looking for. I think it's a monolith or something like that. But I could be way off base here. So what I'm going to do is just kind of amble around here, just looking for a landmark of some sort. I might actually put the ship, yeah, I'm going to put the ship down and see if I'm any closer. Yeah, I'm about halfway. And you see the storm is quite hazardous to my health here, so I guess the thing I'm looking for is over here somewhere. I'm guessing. Oh, this might be it here. So this is an abandoned building. Again, I've done this mission several times, but I really don't remember what the details are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside this building. I can find the door. And then I'm going to use my scanner to see if I can determine what direction. Oh my goodness. So I've gone too far. I've gone too far. It's back that way. Southeast. Okay, so this is not the location we're looking for. We're looking to go southeast. You can kind of figure out how far you're going in your ship, because if you go into first person mode, it tells you how fast you're going. You see 20 units per second there on the bottom right. So 1200 units. I don't know how far that is. Usually there's some kind of building or plaque or something that I think you need to access to trigger the first part of the mission. Now I'm going to put this thing down again, and hopefully this time we'll be a bit closer to our objective. It's not unusual to see this this mission make you run around. Okay, 580 units over this way. I'm going to actually hoof it over. You can see that this this storm is actually quite dangerous. The three little triangles that are kind of pushing at my red bar on the bottom there show you that the storm is actually quite hazardous. So we're going to try to find what we're looking for here. 168 over this way. We should be right around here somewhere. 93. So the storm is, there it is. It's a plaque. That's what I suspected.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
So this is what we need to interact with. Archive of Corvax Prime, retrieval in progress. Language transfer, non-converted individuals now processed, understood, possible, but coexistence unavailable until the nature of the non-convergent experience is understood. Removed, must begin experiment with fewer variables, control required, experimental synthesis unit, operational, awaiting biogenesis materials. Ancient structure is a recording of convergence activity on Corvax Prime. It appears to contain pathway for recreating a long forgotten experiment. So basically I'm thinking this means that it's telling us that the living ships were a result of some kind of experiment, I think. Insert materials, one consciousness bridge. So I do not have the materials this machine desires, as if in response to this failure it supplies me with a blueprint. Is this what my egg has been seeking? So consciousness bridge, and here's what you need to make it. You need hexite, pugnium, and a Corvax casing. biochemical construct, created design to created to the design of an anonymous host. This device appears to offer an interface between an individual entity and a greater shared consciousness, which is in fact the ship. It appears derived from but not attuned to Korvax technology. So we need some hexite, we have pugnium, and we need a Korvax casing. Now, I'm going to call in my freighter because I think I might have some of those things on my freighter. I do. I have Korvax casings. I do not have hexite. So where to get hexite? Let's see. Gather hexite to craft consciousness bridge. The egg has echolocated a source of hexite. Okay, where to? Echolocated a source of hexite. Harvest oxygen sac. No. Why would I do that? So again, not sure what I'm doing here. The egg has echolocated a source of hexite. Okay, so... Oh, geez, there it is. Hexite source, 26 minutes away. That's on foot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call in my ship. And we're going to fly over there. Here comes the ship.
Gotta head to work soon. Might pop back in after a bit.
All right, Sloshy Whale. Appreciate you coming in. Thanks very much. Don't work too hard, bud. Unless you're working for yourself, then you can work as hard as you like. As hard as you need. All right, 26 minutes away on foot is less than a minute away flying. So, good thing, right? All right. I did get a notification for my my bio break,
Thanks.
but I will.
As easy as possible.
Yeah, good for you. I'm going to take a bio break here in a minute. Oh, okay. So here's the location of the hexite, and we're going to just pop this thing down right here. We might have to dig out the storage on this crashed freighter. Reality transport. Hostile consciousness overwrite detected. Erasing. Blah blah blah. All records successfully bio-encrypted. Magnetic elements rendered unrecoverable hexite. So there's the hexite we need. Whatever prompted this response, however, I have made the material. I have the materials I require. 250 hexite. Okay. So now it should prompt us to go back to our monolith, or our actually. There's my bio break reminder. Yeah, so now we can create our consciousness bridge and head back to our plaque. Okay, where the hell? Where's our plaque? There it is. Void egg frequency coordinates. So we'll head back to our plaque, deliver this thing, which will then kick off the second phase of this mission. Now, of course, this is a multi-phased mission, and you'll see in a moment one of the issues that some people have with this. So here we are. We're going to address the plaque once again. Experimental synthesis unit operational, awaiting biogenesis materials. So now we have our consciousness bridge, and we'll deliver that. The machine accept the biogenic machine I have assembled for it. I hear a hum, the rumbling echo of its past experiments returning to the present. It outputs births a cluster of cells, some proto-tissue. What purpose did these ancient Korvax have in mind? So we've just picked up the fragile neural stem. That's one of the components we'll need to assemble our living ship. Delicate web of living tissue. This is the spark that will ignite a new life form into existence. It requires careful attendance while it matures. And there it is. An egg is ready to hatch into new companion. No, that's not the mission. There it is, Starbirth. That is the mission. Starbirth is the mission for the living ship. The mission series, I should be clear. And you see 19 hours and, however many minutes and seconds. That's how much time it takes to have this thing mature into its next viable component. So you have to wait 19 hours to complete the second part of the mission. And that's what I was talking about. That's the beef that some people have with this mission series, that you got to wait pretty much a day between each phase. So, having said that, I will do this. I will do a poll. Should Marty do the steps this week or only during the Saturday morning cartoon? And yes, we want to see the ship next week. Or no, we want to see all mission steps. Why can't I start this poll? Okay, YouTube's not letting me do a poll. So, okay, chat, we'll do a verbal poll. Do you want to see every step of the mission series, or do you want to see the ship next week? Say ship if you want to see the ship next week. I'll do the mission series during the week, off stream. I may actually record that, but I doubt it. I won't think about recording that. I do have the Living Ship series missions. I do have those on my channel. There are a number of videos that show the Living Ship series of missions. If you dig through my channel there, I know I have a lot of videos, but whatever way gets more NMS content. Neither way will get more NMS content. One will show you the steps, and the other one will not. So if you are not familiar with the Living Ship series of missions and you want to see what the steps look like, I will do one step every week. It's going to take 5 weeks because you got to wait a day at least between each step. If you don't care about the steps, just say ship, and I will do the steps this week, and we'll probably be able to harvest the Living Ship next Saturday. Can't harvest it today because you got to wait at least a day between each step. That's just the way it is. We have done it. Yeah, I'm sure most of you have already done this.
Well, I have done it already
Yeah,
myself.
for sure. Ed, for sure. Ed is, by the way, is the master of exploration. He's not called Old Explorer for nothing. I think he might have the record for the number of things discovered in No Man's Sky. I'm not sure about that, but he's certainly way, way up on the list of people who have discovered things in No Man's Sky. Unfortunately, Ed does not stream or
You can do it
produce
off screen
content,
if you want.
so we have to take his word for it. So off stream, Ed doesn't care. Off stream, okay. I'll figure it out. I may not, because we have company here this week. I may not be able to get through all 5 steps during the week. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do one of the next steps next week. Maybe I'll do a few of them during the week, just so it doesn't drag out for 5 weeks. Okay, so we got the Nexus weekend mission done. We have the Living Ship series started. You know what? Let's go take care of our settlements. Here's my freighter. We're going to take our teleporter to get to our settlements. Much easier that way. And why can't I don't understand why I can't kick off a poll here. Create a poll. And the start poll is grayed out. What the hell? Tells me to start a poll. But it doesn't let me activate the poll. That's not fair. Why do you even give me the option? Why do you even tell me I can do that if you're not going to let me do it? YouTube. Yep. Nice. Way to go, YouTube. Way to go, BoobTube. Let your viewers weigh in. Yeah? Show loving living ship mission series steps. Yes or no? Okay. There you go. There's the poll. I guess I just didn't know how to start a poll. Show the living shop. Oh man. Dope. No? Do we have a no already? Okay, we'll let that roll. It's living ship, not living shop, obviously. And I can't edit the poll, right? Can I? Where is... Okay, what's going on with my cursor here this morning? End poll. It's the only option. Can't edit. Can't edit the poll. Okay, back to our playthrough here. There's a fun fighter that I put together a number of weeks ago. Is my other one here too? I don't see it. There's my guppy exotic. What's that over there? Oh, that's one of the interceptors I picked up. Probably looks like the one off that planet. That might be the one actually I just picked up. Here's another. That red fighter over there was actually a Twitch reward for Twitch drop weekend. Now, off to our settlements. Let's do this. And there's some of our crew there, just wandering around the freighter. Okay, here's settlements. We do have 4 settlements. One of these is 2 of them are under attack. Visitor waiting. How low? One of them is a an autophage settlement, and the other 3 are, well, Korvax, Viking, and Gek, I believe. So I have a settlement for every type of quote-unquote life form. We are at our Gek settlement. So, storm clearing. Okay, this Gek settlement is on a hot planet. This is not a Gek settlement. This looks like the autophage settlement. You know how you tell? There should be autophage running around. Can anybody tell me why there's no autophage running around? I know. I have to do something. Oh, there they are. I thought I had to do this, a scan, which would expose all the autophage, but nope, don't even have to do that. Now, okay, no biggie. Settlement. Let's look at the status first. Okay, so you see our productivity still lags behind our maintenance cost, which increases our settlement debt. Happiness is quite low. So let's see if we can address some of that here. Greet the settlement visitor. Okay, colonist Umbiletti claims to have been led to us by a vision. They have consumed the whispering eggs and now bring us this message. All pre-built are something. For this sacrifice they ask only the smallest token. We can tell them to bugger on out of here, or we can heed their warning, which will increase our debt. Let's just heed the warning and see what that does. Settlement feature, blessed by the wind. Settlement debt is increased. So that's increased our debt, not by much, so not a big deal. Blessed by the earth, improves citizen happiness. So it went from 3 to 5% here. That's okay. All right, let's go to our next settlement. Address some of that stuff. The Bone Punk settlement. So this settlement is on the planet where we have our archaeological dig going on. So yeah. Okay, where's my terminal? There. Okay. Yeah, this system was discovered by Pete SB. All the planets therein. This is, of course, where we have our Bone Appetit. That's my base here. There are 2 other bases here. We have mentioned that you are welcome to come here and build if you like. It's a paradise planet, like you can see there. It does have ancient bones. And Katrin, Pete, and myself have begun to build here. Now, before I do that, I want to see. Yeah. Okay, we'll let the poll run. I'm actually going to take my bio break right here because I need to go up and see what's going on up there. And I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. Refresh your drinks and snacks, smoke if that's what you're into. And, of course, anybody who needs to use the facilities, by all means, here's your chance. Thanks for hanging in, folks, and thanks for hanging out. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I'm going to turn off the poll. End poll. So it appears that most people don't want to see the living ship mission steps. It's all good. Three votes. Come on, folks. There's apparently 29 people watching. Only 3 of you voted. Really? Say ship if you want to see the steps to the living ship series of missions. Say ship. I should have added an option. Say video if you want me to record. If you don't want to see them join the stream, but you'd like to see them on my channel. There's actually already a set of videos for that on my channel. Okay. Let's take a look at our Bone Punk settlement status here. And you can see here the productivity is more than the maintenance cost. So we are no longer in debt in this settlement, and we have begun to produce things. In our case here, we've got 50 ion batteries that we're going to collect. Actually, we can do two things. We can collect them or we can export the surplus. There's the choices on the panel on the bottom there. So what we're going to do is we're going to export the surplus. We're going to do the same thing with the launch fuel because we don't really need all that launch fuel at this moment. And it tells you how long it's going to take to produce these things again. Producing 5 in 6 hours and 25 minutes, producing 2 in 5 hours and 8 minutes. So that's what you're getting. You can change what you're producing. Let's go ahead and make some glass. And maybe we can also make, okay, nanotube crates. No. Stuff that's grayed out here you can't make. Too bad, because Geknip would be nice. Might be nice. I don't know. Star bulb, frost crystals. You can make all the several types of plants. Nitrogen, radon, sulfurine gas, and metal platings and so on. We're just going to keep it like that for now. It's all good. So this is our settlement status. This is what happens when your settlement comes out of debt. You start producing things. Your happiness goes up, and eventually your settlement will move from a class C to a class B. Now, the flip side of that is I'm not sure if you have to explicitly upgrade all of your buildings or not. Our buildings are pretty much all B class, and I'm just wondering if I can actually, yeah, so you can see that in photo mode. If you, in this particular settlement, you can see the class of the buildings because there's a hologram over the building. I don't think that's the case for all settlements. And I do notice that we have a construction site right there, which we need to feed. So let's go ahead and do that. Terminal here will tell us what we need. 2 heat capacitors required for the next stage. We don't have heat capacitors. Can we make heat capacitors? Well, let's see. We can make a lot of different things. I'm not sure we can make heat capacitors though. There they are. We need frost crystals and selenium. Of course. 2 heat capacitors, so we need 200 frost crystals and 400 selenium. Are there things like that here? Frost crystals. Nope. None of that stuff here. Maybe we have some on our ship. On our freighter. Our freighter, remember, we pulled that into the other system. So where we started the Living Ship series of missions, it's not here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull in our freighter. And it's possible that we actually have heat capacitors on our freighter. So let's double check that. Nope. At least it doesn't appear that we have any in the cargo area of our freighter. It's possible that we have some here. Yeah, we have 2. So let's move these into our exosuit. We have 5 actually. We need 2. And here we go. Supply 2 heat capacitors. So now we don't have to go running around looking for frost crystals and selenium. Yeah, so our buildings are pretty much all B class, but our settlement is still C class. I'm not sure what's up with that. I think it has something to do with the debt and how you proceed with the happiness and stuff. So I don't know if you have to upgrade the buildings to get to upgrade this particular item here. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. The dynamics, the mechanics of settlements has changed recently, and I'm not exactly familiar with all of it, so we'll see how it goes. We'll move on to our third settlement, which is building construction site. Let's go back to Howlow for a moment, because it says there's a building construction site there, but I didn't see it, so I think we just missed that. We'll come back to our last two settlements in a moment. I think we may have to do the same thing in this settlement that we just did in our Bone Punk settlement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick look and see. Yeah, that looks like a new building right over there. So we're going to go over there. We don't even have a landing pad here. My ship has joined me in this settlement, but it's just on the ground over there. Okay, so there's a base there. Where's our building? There it is. This is our building that we're creating. I'm not sure what it is, but there should be a terminal in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, and it's going to do the same thing. It just our other settlement did was require us to supply items, in this case 3 metal plating. We have those, so we can continue the build. And this one is going to take 20 minutes. So maybe we'll come back and check it out. Complete the building. In the meantime, let's check out our next settlement. Now it says, okay, it tells me that there's a visitor waiting in Bone Punk as well. Lost gunboat mower. This settlement is, it's telling me this settlement's under attack. So, settlement is under attack. So we'll have to go to the center of the settlement and address that. Let's get our pulse spitter out. And there's the center of the settlement. It's under attack by this creature here. Go ahead and destroy this thing. This guy's walking around over there like nothing's going on. Look at that. Okay, swarm subsiding. Now they're running around. Huh. Thanks for the help, boys. Thanks for nothing. Oh. What? Why are you getting fireworks? Oh, that's weird. Okay, so this is the other location you can check out your status. Our productivity is lagging maintenance cost, so our debt continues to increase, almost at 10 million now. We need to to go back to our... We need to go back to our terminal here and continue to see if we can improve it. So this item, let's see, Pioneer Nagar claims to have followed a call from an automated distress signal. They have faced the crimson that lurks beyond the stars and share this warning. Not because of you is Netmash. For this sacrifice they ask only a small token. Unknown outcome. Do we get more happiness? What do we do? What happens if we agree to this thing? Blessed by the Aerons. Okay, so that means that we just got this here. Blessed by the Aerons. We have 11% happiness now. It didn't increase our productivity, but it's all good. We have other things here too that determine how happy our citizens are. So, okay, that's that. I get a feeling we have a build going on over here too. Why am I being summoned to the center of the settlement here? Okay, that's our market we built a little while back. Do we still have it built? I don't see. Yes. This silo here, we're building this silo. So let's go ahead and give it what it requires. If we can find the terminal. So here we go. Unveil. Oh, so the silo is complete. Okay, so once you've given all the materials that you need to do the construction, you have to unveil the building. Industrial chimney complete, and this is what happens when you unveil the building. Cut the ribbon. And get fireworks. Awesome. Okay. Zet. Why am I being summoned over here? I don't understand. It's just a status. Oh. Don't get it. Alright, I think we're done here. Let's make sure there's nothing left to do here. No pending decisions. Okay, so we can move on. Let's move to our final settlement, which will be New K Prime. New K Prime apparently is under attack as well. Not sure what's attacking that one, but we'll see. It used to be Sentinels. That used to be what attacked your settlements. Now it can be giant bugs as well. Oh, here we have. Okay, trying to get up off the ground. Come on, I'm trying to get up off the ground here. There we go. These things spit acid at you. They're not very pleasant. These are the monstrosities I was talking about earlier. Okay, swarm is subsiding, is it? New K Prime celebrates purging the infestation. Cool. That's what it is. You celebrate the purging of the infestation. Bada boom, bada bing. again, we appear to be summoned by this terminal at the center of the settlement, and we're getting our settlement status again. Okay, so again, our productivity is lagging behind the maintenance cost here as well. Our debt continues to increase. Do we have pending construction? Well, let's shed some light on the situation here. A lot of this stuff looks like it's under construction, but I'm pretty sure it's not. This one is. Yeah. It's over here. This building is still under construction. There's the terminal. Let's see what we need. 3 hermetic seals. We don't have any hermetic seals, so we have to either make them or buy them. We can make 3 hermetic seals. Good to go. And the next step will be done in an hour. Okay, we'll come back to that at some point. And go back to our terminal here. Make sure there's no pending decisions. Greet new settlement visitor. Greet settlement visitor. Okay. A visitor, a citizen, Stugachi, has called on us to provide refuge. They claim a great deal of experience as a divinator, though there is a curious look upon their face. So if we allow them to stay, we get a professional divinator, we get 1 population, and we get an extra 16,000 maintenance cost. You know what? I'm trying to get out of debt here, so beat it. Let's get out of here. Don't need additional debt in our settlement. How do we do? I think we got most of it done. Visitor waiting. Your settlement. Okay, visitor waiting. Let's go back to Bone Punk, where we have a visitor waiting. What does this visitor want? He better be bringing in something rather than trying to take something away. How's work going today, Tex? Now, greet settlement visitor. Okay.
Steady. LOL.
Good. Planetary specialist Rubrikel.
Too much working at work. LOL.
Yeah, of course. That's the way I used to feel too, pretty much. Planetary specialist Rubrikel requests to do business with the overseer and asks for respect as an equal. They believe that planetary settlers must look out for each other. They have brought plans for plasma mine free of charge. Resolution required. Accept planetary specialist technology. Adds plasma mine. So they look like they're bringing in stuff. So we will accept them as a settler. And we now have a maximum of 54 settlers here. Our productivity, of course, is greater than the maintenance cost. Our happiness is 39. And this settlement is in pretty decent shape. Oh, wait now. What? So it's still C class. We're still expecting this one to level up at some point. The settlement is classified as B in there, but all our buildings are now it's classified as C on the terminal, but our buildings are all B class. Mighty peculiar, that is. And did we have building going on here? We did. We had building going on. Not only that, but it's actually asking for additional items. No, it's not. It's got an hour and 17 minutes left. Okay. Let's see. Can we start upgrading these buildings? I'm sure we can. Let's see if we can get these up to... Oh, upgrade unavailable. Another building is under construction. Okay, so as long as you're building something, you can't upgrade your buildings, the rest of your buildings. That's the message that I'm getting there. Again, this is the planet discovered by Pete, right? Right. So here are the glyphs for said planet. If you want to come and build, take a screenshot of this. We are in Euclid Galaxy, as it states there. So use the portal in the Euclid Galaxy with these glyphs, and you will be sent here. Nice planet. It's a paradise planet. It has floating islands. And yeah, so by all means, come join us. Okay. What else was I going to do? What else was I going to do? So we got our settlements done. Starbirth is the living ship mission series. Allow the neutral stem to mature. So that's kind of what we were saying earlier. It's taking, well, let's see, 18 hours and 20 minutes left before that matures. Some people get around that by changing the clock on their computer, advancing it however many hours. Oh, pardon me. I am not messing with that shit. Not doing it. God knows the implications that has on your computer. The negative implications. So we did start, we built this building at this settlement as well. And we did start paving around. Not sure if I'm going to pave all the way around the settlement, but we'll see. We might do that. We can, as you can see. We can put pavers down and, you know, that kind of thing. So we were talking earlier about frigate missions and fuel and all that business. And we showed you a way you can get some fuel with the Nexus mission. Sometimes they will offer a reward of frigate fuel for sometimes the Nexus missions will offer you frigate fuel as a reward that you can use for your frigate missions. Another way to get, let me just show you a different way to get some frigate fuel. And let's see. We've been to a lot of these planets already, a lot of these star systems. Let's see if we can find one we haven't been to. That will allow me to demonstrate what I'm about to show you. Okay, here's one. We're looking for a pirate system, a pirate control system. It has a oh, there we go. Okay, so this is a freighter battle, and the freighter that's battling is this Sentinel Dreadnought. So what we're going to do is we're going to disable this thing, and we're going to see what we can get out of it. So first thing you need to do is disable the engines.
Pirate engines neutralized.
Pirate engines neutralized, yeah. And then you need to go. Well, I don't know that you need to do this, but I like to do this. I like to disable the shields on the ship. I think this is the shields. So there's 2 slots, one on either side of the ship. And if you go up and down the slots, shooting as you go, you will be disabling all this stuff. And then you can go down the other slot, which is right over here. And
Warning. Civilian shields depleted.
civilian shields depleted. Okay, you're trying to save the civilian freighter, right? So basically, once you've knocked out all these things here, the pirate dreadnought should stop
Enemy
shooting.
missile inbound.
It should stop shooting. Okay, we've just destroyed everything on this
Hostile ships defeated.
on this dreadnought. It should have stopped shooting at the civilian freighter, which is over there. The blue in there, that's the civilian freighter. And here's your pirate dreadnought. What does it say there? Anti-freighter cannon. So this is what this thing here is. So if you shoot this thing enough, you'll destroy the cannon. So this is one of the things. Sloshy Whale, thank you very much. This is what it uses to destroy the civilian freighter, which is right there. Well, that's one of them. There's a freighter fleet actually over there. Now, once you've done these 2 things, disabled the engines and disabled everything else on the ship here, you can probably collect one of these frigates, these pirate frigates. Now, as you get close, it might hail you. Then again, maybe it won't. The dreadnought has surrendered. Board the ship. Negotiate terms. Approach pirate frigates to recruit survivors. So these frigates are not responding. Usually all you have to do is get close and you'll be summoned, or at least hailed. And then you'll get the opportunity to collect a pirate frigate or 2, or however many want to join you. So you can land inside the pirate dreadnought and see what kind of ship you're dealing with. If you want to obtain a pirate dreadnought, that's how you do it. This one is a C class. As you can see right there, it says freighter class, freighter / C29. I don't want this ship, but I will get the loot. It does have a few other ships inside. You can actually collect these ships too if you want. You can actually talk to these pirates and buy their ships. Make an offer on the Lifeform ship. See? You can actually buy these ships. It's one way to buy ships. You don't have to do it on a space station or a trading post or an archive. Now here's the freighter captain, pirate dreadnought captain. Begs for mercy, I may name my price. So Pete SB, welcome to the stream. We're just talking about you. That lovely system that you discovered with the Paradise Planet. I don't want to seize the dreadnought. It's a C class, so I'm going to just bypass that and get the harvest the loot instead. Now I'm going to show you how to collect some frigate fuel for your frigate missions in a pirate system. So if you try this in a regulated space, that's a system that's not controlled by pirates, and you can tell that right here. It's pirate controlled, right? If you do that in another system that's not pirate controlled, the sentinels will attack you. Now here, you'll have some of these things here.
You might consider adding something to the channel name at some point. I had to type in Marty No Man's Sky to find the stream on this account.
Okay, so the channel name is Marty61 Plays. Yeah, so I've abbreviated. You know what? I may change that back because it seems that that's becoming a problem. So I might change it back to Marty61 Plays. I changed the name. That is when I go into somebody else's chat. My name shows up as Marty right now. And but the channel name is not Marty, it's Marty61 Plays. Okay, so this guy, I can't see the loot inside this guy's containers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over towards the space station, and hopefully another fleet will come in. Fleet. Yeah, thanks for letting me know, Sloshy Whale. Appreciate that. And I knew that I knew what the name of the channel is and that business, but if you type in Marty, that's not going to work. So these containers here, you can loot them. Like I said, if you try this in a regulated space, you will get attacked by sentinels. So best to do it in pirate systems where, well, they don't actually care, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's what's going on here. If you point at the containers, it tells you what's in them. Every now and then you'll see something of interest, probably. I'm just going to see if I can find... Oh, there it is. Frigate fuel. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot at that one and get the frigate fuel. Just like that. See? We've just earned 200 frigate fuel by shooting that. There's another freighter. Sometimes you can get salvage frigate modules or freighter bulkheads by doing this. Those are more rare. They used to be more common. They used to be more common in these external containers as well. So these things here, right? These here are also containers, and that stuff used to be more common in those containers. Again, if you're going to do this in regulated space, you will get attacked by sentinels. So recommend not to do that. See, these things can contain just about anything, including contraband. So if you do grab some contraband, be it known that you may get scanned by system authorities in regulated space, and they will want to seize that contraband. If you do collect contraband, your best bet is to go into a space station and sell it as quickly as possible so that you don't get busted by system authorities. Stolen DNA. Here's more frigate fuel. So that's it. that's the easy way to get frigate fuel, is to go into a pirate system, pirate controlled system. Look for freighters that have frigate fuel and just shoot the container. Your standing with the outlaws will increase. Your standing with the local dominant life form, in this case Gek, will decrease, as you can see in the top right corner there. Another easy way to collect frigate fuel is through missions at the outlaw station. So basically the space station in pirate controlled systems is called an outlaw station, and when you go in there you can do missions. Which may reward you with frigate fuel. We'll see. It's pretty random, just like in the Nexus. This is the pirate controlled systems version of the Nexus, basically. What do we got here? A-class solar vessel. Nice. So here's where you get those missions. The Bounty Master. He should have like 5 missions available. Sometimes he will have you frigate fuel as a reward. Sometimes not. I don't see any of these as appealing, so I'm going to forego that. You can't buy frigate fuel from the vendor here. You can buy all kinds of contraband. That's this stuff here. Illegal black market goods, which you will want to sell as quickly as possible. When you get back to regulated space, you can also pick up a exosuit expansion slot, just like you can in standard space stations. You can get upgrades here, X-class upgrades, which may or may not be better than your S-class. You can get those for your multi-tool, your exosuit, and your ship. He will have random upgrades of random value. And lastly, you can get the multi-tool at this station. Oh my goodness, what do we got here? Look at that. Okay. So, I don't know if this goes for everybody that's going to come into this station, whether it's always going to be an S-class tool or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this for you. I think you can come here with these glyphs. Again, we're in the Euclid Galaxy. Use these glyphs to come to this star system. Go to the Outlaw Station and check and see what this is. For me, it's an S-class, well, pistol, I guess. And I hope if you come here that it is also an S-class for you. Again, just quickly do a screenshot of the glyphs on the bottom there. And yeah, see if you can get this S-class multi-tool. There they are right there. Okay. So there's frigate fuel. Easy way to get frigate fuel. Go to a pirate system. Just shoot the frigate fuel out of the freighters that are just loitering about. And go get yourself some frigate fuel. Of course, the very easiest way to do this is to dupe it, right? Duping. If you don't like duping, you're not, into it or whatever, or you don't know how, this is definitely the easiest way to...
Warning. Threat detected.
Definitely the easiest way to do that. Okay, now we're running out of fuel, so what we're going to do is...
Recharge.
We've actually run out of fuel, so let's go ahead and refuel our hyperdrive.
All in chat.
Lantry Mage, welcome
Check
to
out
the stream.
Lantry Mage over at https://www.youtube.com/@glantrimage for awesome content.
Lantry Mage, welcome to the stream, sir. Hope you're having a good Saturday. I know it's kind of early over there for you. Here's another pirate system. Look at that. Is this a purple system? It's hard to tell. The colors on my computer are on my screen are a little bit messed up, so I have a hard time determining what is the actual color of the system here. We'll find out when we get here for sure. Okay, so I think this is actually a purple star, and let me just double check that. No, it's not. We have 2 planets and 2 moons here. Do we have any purple stars? So purple stars were introduced some time ago. I'm pretty sure I have the wherewithal to go to purple stars. You have to do the autophage mission series. I'm pretty sure I've done that. So I'm thinking I should be able to see purple stars here, but again, my screen is messed up to some extent. I don't know which stars are the purple ones. This is not a purple star. I think this is a blue star. So indium. These are red stars, so cadmium. There's also green stars. I don't have any green here at all. I don't know. I thought for sure these were purple stars. The other way to find out if there's if it's a special like system with a large gas giant, you just hover over it. There's one. Okay, you see, this one has 1 planet and it's got a bunch of moons. So this one has a gas giant with a bunch of moons around it. This is the type of system that was introduced recently with one of the expeditions and updates. Here's your gas giant. So it kind of looks like this, right? It'd need to be some distance away in order to capture the enormity of this thing. It's quite big. Okay, let's see if that's far enough away. Look at that. We're still not far enough away. We can't capture the whole thing. That's something. That's huge. Alright, let's go to the gas giant. Salvage scrapped, activated quartzite, crystallized helium, silver, high sentinel activity. Okay, I'm not really fussy about that. It's better than aggressive, but nevertheless I don't like high sentinel activity either. Okay, the gas giant. I'm sure a lot of you don't like the yellow atmosphere, but whatever. It is what it is. What do we got down here? What do we got? Pretty sure. Well, I shouldn't say I'm pretty sure. There's no buildings, but there might be. Does it actually say it's a gas giant? It does say it's a gas giant. Funny thing is, the gas giant has ground. It's not completely gaseous. It does have ground. You can land on it. Absolutely, 100%. I don't know if there's a permanent storm here. There could be. It's possible. Oh, what was that? What did I just... I thought I just crossed over something here. Yeah, you can see one of the reasons I like these ships is that their profile on the screen is relatively small. I think the only one that's smaller is the Guppy exotic. The little round one.
Seems like it would be a continuous storm.
It does, doesn't it? I did finish the expedition that introduced these planets, but I haven't done a whole lot with them since. Doesn't appear to be anything on the planet, buildings or the like.
Why don't you hop out the ship to claim the planet?
Like that? First contact. Okay. What do we got here? We got storm crystals, buried technology, knowledge stones, so salvage containers, buried technology, damaged machinery, storm crystals. How far? 254. There's water here, crystal sulfide, armored clams. What's in the jettison pod? Couple of containers. Okay. Got some, whoops. Okay, what's going on here? Why can't I switch? That's the one I want. It's on 6. Okay. Lots of this stuff around. Condensed carbon. What's this stuff? Salt ferrite dust. Salt ferrite dust. Where is the quartzite? Oh, we got sentinels. Lovely. Silver. Crystallized helium. Okay.
Thermal protection falling.
Thermal protection falling. I have to keep an eye on that. The hazard here is heat, obviously. So let's see. Let's do this first. Let's recharge our
Technology recharge.
heat protection modules.
Technology
In that
recharge.
way, we don't have to worry about that. Terrain manipulator. Let's collect some crystallized helium. This again is new from a recent expedition. So Hello Games has seen fit to continue development of this game over the years. 9 years now. I think the anniversary was this past week, wasn't it? The 9th anniversary of this game. Came out in 2016. I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now.
Hey mage.
Ever since the year the first expedition came out is the year I started playing this game. So I have all of the expedition rewards. So here's the excavator. We're going to reload that.
Technology recharge.
And we're going to finish collecting our crystallized helium, is it? That would be this stuff, is it? No, that's quartzite. Where's the crystallized helium? It should be here somewhere. Just I don't know. Void moat. There's all my bones. There it is. Crystallized helium. Crafting, charging, and upgrading. So it has value for various things. What else is there here? Silver, crystallized helium, activated quartz. Let's go check that out.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Now, is that both of our hazard protection modules that have depleted, or just the one? Here's our activated quartzite, sorry. Gather this. Because why not? Okay, so if you come to a planet with a kind of a dangerous atmosphere like this, and you need to harvest some materials like this, but you don't have as good a hazard protection as what I have, here's one thing you can do to offset that dangerous atmosphere. So you can dig down one of the sides of the deposit like this, and just dig your way into the side wall like this. What you'll have done is you'll have created an overhang, and what that does basically is it eliminates
Extreme night temperature
it eliminates the hazard. Basically, you've just made yourself a little cave, and you're hiding in the cave, right? Let me just go a little further.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Let me go a little further because I don't know if I was actually out of the elements there or not. Here now I am for sure. And now we can just go ahead and harvest this thing without fear of perishing to the elements. Lots of little tricks like that to increase your survivability. If you're doing a permadeath run, some of these tricks will be very, very handy for you because, well, they'll keep you from dying, basically. So we kicked off the Living Ship series of missions earlier this morning. I did launch a poll asking if anybody in chat wanted to see all of the steps in the series or not. It looks like the answer was not. I do have a series of videos on my channel describing the steps in the living ship missions. So what I'm going to do this week, I'm going to try this week to do each of the, I think, 4 remaining steps, and by this time next week we should be in a position to grab our living ship. This is one of the things that I have not done on this particular playthrough. Pardon me, is to grab that ship. I need a drink. Sorry. So yeah, no living ship yet on this playthrough. Might have one next week. At least that is those are my hopes and aspirations for this playthrough, is to get the living ship next week. All right. Now, was there anything else that I wanted to show you today? Don't know. We did our settlements. We did our freighter frigate mission management. Showed you how to get some frigate. Showed you how to get some frigate fuel through pirate systems. Oh, is that storm crystals? It is. So here we go. You can just collect these. You don't have to mine them or anything. Storm crystals, very useful. They are one of the 2 components in hyperdrive fuel. One of the 2 types of hyperdrive fuel. Let's go over here and I'll show that. So here's our ship, right? And here's our hyperdrive right here. And if you hover over that, it'll tell you what you need to fuel it. It's charge equipment with warp cell or warp hypercore. Here's the warp hypercore, and you need 1 antimatter to craft warp hypercore. So basically, if you go to craft, it tells you what you need, right? We just picked up a frost crystal, so antimatter, we can make antimatter as well, right here like that. So now we can craft another warp hypercore that we can use to fuel our hyperdrive. And basically our hyperdrive is used to navigate from star system to star system. Within a star system, it's the pulse engine that you're going to use. Let me see if I can get to one of the moons here. See if I can find one of the moons. There's the planet. It's absolutely huge. So this is regulated space. We already gave up our contraband, so we should be clear to proceed, and indeed we are. There's one of the moons right there. Let's go there, see what that is. So as you approach, you should get some information. There it is, unknown moon. If you scan it, you'll see that it has quartzite, rusted metal, and silver. Oh, nice. Flick a frigate or a freighter fleet in front of my nose there, why don't you? Speaking of frigates and freighters, this is one way you can acquire more frigates, right? If you see a fleet come in like this, Sometimes some of the frigates will be for sale. This particular frigate here is a support frigate. It's not for sale. You'll see a green diamond appear over the frigate if it's for sale. Let's see if any of these are for sale. I think most fleets have frigates, but they're not always for sale. So here's a support frigate again. This one over here is industrial. That's an industrial frigate. Again, not for sale, but, well, you can't tell until you're relatively close to the fleet whether or not it has frigates for sale. Like I said, you'll see a green diamond over the frigate if it's for sale, and you can buy them. They're usually somewhere between 2 and upwards of 2 million units. So they're not cheap either, but it's not exactly an early game construct. Now in this playthrough we're not hurting for money, so we can buy all the frigates we want, but we already have, I don't know, 30 something frigates, so we don't really need more. Now this moon looks barren. There are some structures on it. There's a plaque. There's a mineral deposit right there. I don't know what that is, but let's keep going west for a bit. There might be some buildings here, actually. Just because the moon is barren doesn't mean there's no buildings on it. For sure. There's minerals on it. There's all kinds of shit on it. So if you're looking for something in particular, there's something. I think this is quartzite. So this purple deposit here, there's a green deposit over there. That, my guess, would be salt. No, rusted metal. I think that's rusted metal. Okay, so is it? Yep, rusted metal. This one here is quartzite. Yeah, let's grab this. And again, if you're doing this on a planet that has some kind of hazard, you can dig down the side like this, put a little hole in the side of the wall there, get in and have something over your head, some kind of rock over your head, kind of like this. Just dig a little hole, get in, then you have something over your head, and you can mine the substance without the hazard depleting your hazard protection systems. So we do have some quartzite already, and our weapon charge is depleted, so let's go ahead and
Technology recharge.
punch that up. All right, so we're getting down close to the end of the stream here. It's almost 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna go grab a little lunch, and I might go to the beach. Although I did tell wifey I was tired. I am tired because it's been a hard week for me. Did some hard work earlier in the week, and I'm still kind of feeling the effects of it because I'm old. And I'm not used to working hard physically, so there's pain for it here. Pain. I'm paying for it. Quite literally pain. Yeah. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. I will recover, I suspect. Live to fight another day. Live to do a little bit more No Man's Sky at some point. Our next stream on this channel should be Monday afternoon, although that may not go ahead because of said company. If we're doing something on Monday, then that stream may not go ahead. it's possible that I'll have to postpone that stream. That will be Baldur's Gate if it does go ahead. It's very possible that we'll postpone that till next week. And the same goes for the rest of my streams this coming week. Fallout 76 on Tuesday, Dune Awakening on Wednesday, and Ghost Recon Wildlands on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, all at 8 p.m. Eastern. They might be postponed because of our company. I might be requested to participate in some of the activities that are planned for them. So this is an airless planet by the looks of it, because
Next one's UP. Up.
Yeah, it's abandoned moon. It is airless, and you can tell that by the low gravity.
Working LOL.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be off to the space station here. We're going to end the stream there. I'd like at this moment to thank everybody who decided to come in and spend their precious time with me. That's very nice of you. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night, whatever it is where you are. Have a great rest of your weekend, in fact. And, yeah.
Thanks, Marty. Bye all.
Hope you all can join me again on stream. It's always fun and chill. Every now and then you'll get a little bit of hecticness, but mostly, you know, I try to keep it chill, not get too excited here. The old heart can't handle that much excitement, so try to keep it down to a dull roar. So again, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all next time. I hope. Cheers all.
Oh, and the squid ship is ugly, haha.
Oh, it's ugly, isn't it? Cheers, everybody. Take care. Thanks for watching.